Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and this is some more Battlefield 3. Except for, this is going to be something different. This is going to be some flying. And this is, I'm just going to say this right now, this is not my flying tutorial, this is just regular ass flying. I had an exceptional game. It was Conquest on Caspian border, and I had an exceptional game with the aircraft. I go 9-1, and the only reason why I died is because I ended up crashing into the ground. I smoked myself, and it was just one of those things where I was chasing an aircraft and I got too involved in what I was doing, and the next thing I know, I'm crashing in the ground chasing them down. But what I will try to do is I'll try to give you some tips on how to fly, but I'm really going to save that for my my flying tutorial commentary, which I'm debating on whether I'm not going to include some helicopter flying, just because I still have yet to get it down. I've got an idea of what I'm doing now. I'm flying helicopters way better, but I'm not an expert like I am. Well, I don't want to like make myself sound like an expert, but I know that I'm good with the aircraft. This particular game, these guys I was fighting against aren't very good. They do a lot of stuff, you know, that's just not good. And I didn't really have to like flex my muscle by using different sort of actual tactics. I just kind of was a little lazy after I shot a couple of these guys down. I'm like, okay, these guys aren't very good. But you'll notice, I'll do some things, some split S's and some Immelmans and some barrel rolls and stuff like that. So you see those throughout the match. The one thing I will say, and I'll repeat this again in the tutorial, is that right now my impressions of the aircraft are this. They are pretty much a waste of a man, because as of right now I can't do anything for the ground guys. I am pretty much in my own private little war up here. You fight against the other aircraft, the two other aircraft, and you shoot down helicopters whenever you get a chance. I think I've locked onto one ground target, but I don't know exactly how that happened, because I got the heat-seeking missiles, and they pretty much only work with aircraft. What I can't wait to unlock is the guided missiles, because then this aircraft will become a formidable force. I will be able to shoot at tanks, I'll be able to shoot at APCs, I'll be able to shoot at areas that the recon guys light up for me to shoot at. So I can't wait for that. That's going to be cool. I think it's like 2 or 3 unlocks from where I'm at right now. That'll be pretty much what I want out of this aircraft. The way I have it set up right now is great. I love this setup. I've got the radar attached as the first perk slot. I have got infrared flares for the second perk slot, and the third perk slot is the heat-seeking missiles. And I tried out the rocket pods. I just don't like them. You're just sort of indiscriminately firing at the ground. You have no idea where the targets are unless people are painting the targets for you. Oh, right there, that was a stall. Every environment has a servicing for all the aircraft, and all the aircraft are the same. Like, they fly the same, they have all the same characteristics. The only thing that's different is the interior. So yeah, I haven't really noticed it. My top aircraft though is the F-18. I think I've got like 19 kills or something with it right now. It's something ridiculous. I'm fairly good with this aircraft. I like it a lot. But anyways, like I was saying, once I get those guided missiles, I think I'll be a far more effective pilot, be able to help out the ground troops. You shoot down the aircraft, you shoot down helicopters, and then you here's my death. The thing is, they always say, you're not supposed to have target fixation. You're not supposed to chase aircraft down. You'll see a couple times where, towards the end of the match, where my teammate, who is, I don't know how good of a pilot he was. I really wasn't paying attention. But there was a couple 2-on-1 situations, and I disabled one aircraft, and so instead of like following him down to the ground and actually shooting him down and destroying him, I let him go, and he eventually crashed. Because once you disable an aircraft, there's no coming back unless you have the fire extinguisher perk put on there, and that basically heals your aircraft. Oh yeah, and the one thing you notice, like, you'll see me like run into nothing in the sky, and you'll see me, it sounds like I hit stuff. That's the server lag. The server lag has been pretty bad the last couple of days, especially for aircraft, and I'll just run into nothing, But I will give you a quick hint. If you, right here you see me strafe that chopper. Basically, what I'll talk about this in the tutorial too. Fight your fight. If you are a fixed wing aircraft, don't try to get into a turning battle with a helicopter. You're gonna lose. You need to strafe, shoot at them from a distance if they're hovering, and you'll see me do that here in a little bit. But you need to fight your fight. Fight the strengths of your aircraft. If you don't have heat-seeking missiles, then don't try to, you know, don't be at a distance. Try to get close, get on the guns, get on their ass, hold on tight, and just wait for them to make a mistake. And sooner or later, every pilot is going to make a mistake. I mean, you know, like I said, I went 9-1 this match. I made this mistake by crashing, but I've been shot down before. You know, I'm not invincible. I've come across some really good pilots and guys who we both sort of we both made ourselves flinch a couple of times, and those kind of battles are really cool. And especially when you get involved in the environment, using the environment to your advantage, and be thinking up there. That's the big thing, is you always have to be thinking about, like, okay, where is this guy locking me on from? Because if you don't have radar, it's really, really hard and frustrating to figure out what's going on. So until you get radar, it's quite a frustrating experience. Basically, and like I said, all this I'm going to reiterate in the tutorial, but basically, if you're getting locked on and you're going to start bobbing and weaving and you're still getting locked on, there's a chance that one of two things is happening. You're being locked on from the ground, or you're being locked on from a helicopter who's at distance. And here's the reason why you can tell, is because if you're in a dogfight with an aircraft, sooner or later you're going to lose lock. And if you're up and down and side to side and you're not losing lock, that means that you're maneuvering and someone can still see you, and they're tracking you from the ground or from a helicopter. And so what you need to do is put some distance between you and that target. And so you just hit the afterburners, go up high, go out, come back in, and you'll lose lock. So that's a quick tip for you guys. You just need to kind of learn and figure out, like, okay, is there any aircraft in the ground? Yes or no? Or, I mean, in the air, or are they on the ground? Or, you know, what's going on? So it's kind of a heads-up vehicle to fly, to drive, to fly. You kind of have to be aware of your surroundings, got to be aware of what's going on. And, of course, you got to get used to the controls. And that, of course, will be talked about at length in the tutorial. The biggest thing, though, the biggest thing about this game, for me at least, is I have played a lot of Ace Combat. Here's another stall, and I just cut it out. I played a lot of Ace Combat. I like this exterior view, by the way. If you lose a target, you go to the exterior view, you scan the sky, scan the ground for movement. You'll see shadows, you'll see aircraft, you'll see tracers. And sooner or later, you're going to find a target, and you'll be able to get a lock on them. And it's also great for evading, too. You can see what your aircraft's doing. You can see if they pass you by. So it's a great little thing to do. But what I was saying earlier, just a minute ago, is that I played a lot of Ace Combat. So I feel pretty competent in the aircraft and competent in what I'm doing. It took me a little bit to get used to the controls, just because your main flight controls plus your rudder, for me, is the left stick. I'm using the legendary Southpaw. And then I think the lefty trigger set, and then your right stick is what you use to roll. So basically, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do some live comm or something, playing, and get a camera on my hand so you guys can see what's going on and how it's working with the aircraft. So anyways, look for that. Hopefully I'll get that done by the weekend. I'd like to get it done by, say, like Friday, Saturday-ish. We'll see. I've got a lot of footage. I just need to, like, organize it, see what clips I have, see what I can put in there, and try to keep it about 10 minutes. So that's what I was, right here, this chopper, that's what I was talking about fight your aircraft, your strengths. I saw him at a distance. Teammate had marked him, so I had seen him. I locked him on my missiles, ripple fired the missiles, fired both of them, came in with the guns and finished them off before you could even do anything. And that's what you have to do, is for helicopters, you have to shoot them at a distance. Don't get in close. And it's quite the opposite with aircraft. You want to get in close. You want to be on that guy's ass. You want to make him make a mistake, have him level off, and have him make that mistake. And here's another tip. The best, I think it comes up right, not here, but there's one more clip where I come up on a guy. I decide to not lock him up with my missile, because here's the thing: if you get on his ass and you don't lock him with a missile, if you're just going to go with and use your guns, he doesn't know you're there until you're hitting him. So he has no reason to start evading. The second you go to try to lock up on him, he's going to start jerking around. He's going to start shooting flares off. This guy right here, I think it is. You know, you just keep doing that. Don't lock up. Oh, no, it's not this one. Anyways, you just get on his ass. Don't lock a missile on him. You don't have to shoot a missile to get him. Besides that, the missiles are incredibly hard sometimes. Sometimes they lock up real quick. Sometimes they will lose lock really quickly. Sometimes they'll take forever to lock up. So they're really, really inconsistent. So it's just one of those things you just want to try to utilize your strengths. If you're good with the sticks, I would say practice, practice, practice on the guns, then get good with the missiles, because they're really, really, really tough to shoot, the missiles. And I don't know what that smoke is. I've never seen that smoke before. I don't have it unlocked, which is strange, because I've got a lot unlocked, so I don't know what that smoke stuff is. But yeah, you guys, let me know if there's anything else you need help with as far as controls or whatever. Like I said, the tutorial hopefully will come out in the next couple of days. This is a guy. Nope, never mind. Yeah, maybe this is the guy that I'm talking about, where I decide not to. Yeah, see, he has no idea I'm there. I mean, he probably is getting hit, so he knows that I'm there. He definitely knows I'm there now. Oh, and by the way, now I see that. Smoke trails. Smoke trails will tell you where your guy is. If you're in cockpit view, where you have to be to fight. But if you lose a guy, look for a smoke trail if you've got him damaged. That's the best way to go about doing it. Other than going to the third-person view like this guy is right here. And then this was the last one. I know this is a missile one because I gotta get a missile lock in this guy. And you can see the inconsistency throughout this entire match. It's just like, okay, come on, missiles, come on, lock up, lock up. And then I always ripple fire these missiles, and boom, there he goes. Anyways, guys, that has been an awesome aircraft video for me. I had a great time in this game. I'm not bragging. I'm trying not to brag, but I mean, I did a great job. I was super stoked. But oh, look at that, I'm over time. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll talk to you later.